Hey there, welcome back to Skirmish Miniature Gaming. It's Luke here, and I'm back. I'm riding solo today due to Nurgle spreading his disease across the world again. So I will be bringing you some more Catacombs. Super excited to get this one down for you guys. The Scions of the Flame are back versus Idoneth Deepkin, and this was voted for by our Patreon members, who are really important to keep the channel going. They really do support us. Thanks so much, guys. You are always awesome, guys and girls, Patreon members. Please do consider signing up as well, guys. I don't really throw it out there too much anymore. I don't like to throw it in people's faces, but we do want to grow as a channel, and we do put a lot of effort into these videos. Three videos a week is quite a lot. And one of the benefits you get is I do a vote for Warcry and 40k games each month that our members vote out of the number of factions that we have to choose from. The two highest voted for are the ones that we basically play and give you the battle report each month. And this month's voted for game was the new Scions of the Flame versus Idoneth. So that is what I'm going to throw down for you guys today in the new Catacombs preset game for today. Make sure to subscribe as well and throw a like on the video, guys. I'll see you there. Here we go, we've got the two warbands for today's Catacombs game, and built both. I think the Idoneth come to exactly 1,000 points. The Scions of the Flames are just under, I believe, but got as close as I could with the set. So let's start off with the Idoneth today. They're going to be the opponents in the Catacombs. The Varanthrax is more today for the Scions. So let's see what we've got here at the back. We have a Morsar Lotion Prince, the eel with the more kind of significant helm on it, and he's got the 2-inch range, so he's like the one with the spear and the shield instead of just the sword, so he's got a bit more range. Then on the left there we've just got a standardish Laying Guard model, and that's the one with the shield and the sword, but that's not a leader, that's just a standard cavalry model. Other than that, we've got 3 thralls at the front, my melee dudes, and then on the right hand side there we have 4 reavers with some ranged bow and arrows. So yeah, nice comfortable list for the Idoneth, bit of a mix. And then the Scions of the Flame. Obviously there's only certain amount you can kind of build from the starter set, so I'm taking that pretty much. We've got the leader at the back there, that's the Blazing Lord, pretty awesome with his sword. I actually like how these models came out, they're really cool actually. I love the two new warbands we got from the new starter set from Catacombs. They're just awesome. To the right of him there we've got his Brazen Champion with the big swinging axe, flaming axe. Then just down to the left there we've got the Inferno Priest looking to do some fire magic. Down in front of her there, a Fireborn, which are kind of like the bigger, almost like knights rather than kind of your standard minions. To the right of him there we have the Immolator, who just bursts into flames and runs at people. He's like the berserker. On the right hand side, let's go down to the front here, we've got a Fireborn with Sunblade and Brazier Axe. Then at the front there you've got an Initiate with a hooked axe, and then just in behind him there you just have an Initiate with a brazier weapon. Pretty awesome, it's like an axe. The battlefield setup for today for Catacombs is as follows, obviously using the Catacombs mat. Since I'm flying solo here today for COVID reasons, it's going to be, since there's no point in me really placing the terrain myself in different areas, I thought, well, there could be, but I thought, you know what, I'll try one of the preset battle plans for the convergences from the book. So I've picked from the Pit of Darkness campaign, you've got the first convergence, the Consort of Night, and basically this just gives you that battlefield setup there, as you can see. So I've preset the terrain and the doors. We've just got a doorway here and here. Then you've got a lever has been placed here and here to use those doors if needed. You've obviously got the bridges and the plank walkways in the same places as they always are. You've got the casket here, which can cause the damage on a 1, I believe it is, if you move within an inch of it. You've got a broken wall here, which means that you can move through that wall and shoot through it as if it was not there, basically. And this was a doorway but is now broken, so you can use that as cover, I believe, but I'll have to check that one, and I think you can actually move through it now. And those are the terrain pieces on the map this game. It's very much around this kind of side of the map, really, is what this scenario is doing. But you do have to generate a deployment card. The victory condition, though, is overpower. And there we go, starting with the player who won the priority role, players
alternate placing objectives until they have placed 3 objectives each. Each objective can be placed anywhere on the battlefield more than 6 inches from any other objectives and more than 3 from the battlefield edge. At the end of each battle round, each player scores 1 victory point for each objective they control. The battle ends after 5 battle rounds. When the battle ends, the player with the most victory points wins the battle. But we do have to roll for priority, so we'll do Idoneth as the sand-coloured dice this game. They get a 4. And then you've got the Scions of the Flame using the black dice, they're getting a 5. So Scions have priority this game, and so they will choose to be the red deployment. Why not? Although saying that, actually, we will roll on the table first for deployment before I choose that for the Scions. So let's go table B, since in the first game we went with table A. So we'll roll on table B for number 1. Number 1 is going to be that one, Into the Breach, going a bit Malifaux here. And yeah, let's go with the Scions being red anyway. Let's do that. It's got to be thematic, hasn't it? They're starting their shield in the middle there, their dagger up on the top, coming in from those steps there, and then blue have those 2 flanks there with their shield and dagger. So shield and daggers start on the field this game. The hammers will come in 3rd battle round onwards from any exits they wish to. I now need to roll a twist condition, so once again I think we'll pick table B this time, and the Scions get to roll it again for number 6 this time. And number 6 on table B is treacherous bridges. Every bridge starts the battle weakened. Oh my life. Okay, that's cool. So bear in mind, guys, that these wooden bridges are weakened anyway, but now the big bridges are weakened as well. Let's get into some actual deployment then. And there we go, guys. We've got completed deployment. We've got the Scions of the Flame put their dagger on first, which was down at the back here, 3 inches from that entrance, or the centre of it. Then the dagger for the Idoneth. We've got the 2 Reavers, and we've got a Thrall in there in front of them as well, ready to open that door. That's the dagger. Then we've got the shield for the Scions. We've got the Immolator. We've got the leader. I'm going to have to remember the names, the Blazing Lord. We've got the Priest in behind, and then on the right hand side there we've got the Brazen Champion. On the right hand side we've got the massive shield for the Idoneth as well. We've got the 2 eels in there, the Lotion Prince and the Lotion Guard, and then we've got the 2 Thralls in front of them there. Bear in mind, guys, as well, this is the first time we've used flyers at all in Catacombs, and flyers can move straight over the lava without any complications. It's only when you jump over lava that you have to take damage, so it's going to be interesting being able to use flyers this game. And bear in mind that mounts, beasts, everything can move through open doorways as normal this battle. Otherwise, for overpower, our victory condition, each warband gets to place 3 objectives apiece, alternating. So we'll start off with the Scions of the Flame. Pretty simple for them. 1 right down in the middle there is going to do them nicely. The Idoneth will now get to place 1, and they'll put 1. Let's go with 1 down in here, because, you know what, actually, let's go there. Let's go down in the middle there. It has to be 3 from the edge, actually, so let's go with there. Scions will then go again. They're going to drop another one, and it will go there. So long as it's 3 away from the edge, and it is... So it's 3 away from the edge, and it is 6 or more away from the other one, so that'll do very nicely. The Idoneth are going to throw 1 up over this side here, quite comfortably over there. Scions are going to throw down another one, and they're going to try and hold down the middle a bit here, and they're just going to whack 1 down where they are on the side there. We'll whack it just down on the other side of the bridge there, and that'll be the final objective. In fact, it'll have to go a bit more in the corner there. That'll do it nicely. So it's far enough from the other objective and 3 from the edge. Scions have initiative, so they'll priority, so they'll roll first. Why not? It's going to be a double 2 for the Scions, followed by a double 5 and 2 singles. Okay, not a bad roll for the Scions. Then let's go for the Idoneth. They're getting double 4 and 4 singles for the initiative. I don't know how important initiative is going to be this round, but both have a wild dice to use, remember. But at the moment, Idoneth definitely having initiative. They actually used their wild dice and went and made a double 6 from one of their singles, so they now have some low tide movement, extra movement on their ability dice. Then for the Scions, they had to decide what to do with theirs. They've banked theirs for next round because they have no real use. There's no point for initiative this round for them, so they're going to take the 2 doubles, leave 2 singles, and it's going to be Idoneth initiative round 1. Let's see what they can do here.
Right then, first activation for the Idoneth, it's going to be a Thrall, 2 inches through the door, 3 inches to the base of that other one there. So I'll get into there with 5-inch movement. Second action, we're just going to go another 5 to get to there. And then I'm going to use Low Tide. And the Idoneth are going to use the double 4 to move an extra 4 inches. And I can make a bonus move for the value of the ability, which is 2 inches. So I'm quite happy pushing up 2 and just getting onto the objective there at the back and claiming that for the Idoneth. I think one of my minions is going to go at the back and just waste a turn, to be honest, and he's just going to literally move up and just kind of stay sitting on the objective there. And remember, with objectives in Warcry, guys, if you've not played normal Warcry before, it's the same in Catacombs. So once you've held an objective for that round, it's under your control until somebody else retakes it. So you can leave the objective and still hold it, which is going to make this a very interesting game. So we're going to go with the second Thrall. He's going to go 5 and 5 and just move right round to the back there of that objective. Okay, the Scions are going to go, and I'm going to activate my Fireborn, and he's going to make a 5-inch move and use Rush for a double 2. So he adds 1 to his movement for both move actions, so he goes up to 5 instead of 4 movement. And he's going to go 4, takes him straight, 5, sorry, will take him straight over to there. Then I'm going to go for another 5 move, and he's going to go over the collapsed doorway, which is now an obstacle, and get himself straight down there, ready to jump over that gap next turn. To the Idoneth again, let's see what they want to be doing here. I think we're going to go over here with a Reaver, and this Reaver here is within an inch of the lever and is going to spend an action to open the door. Change the doorway there for an open one. So she's opened it, then another action. She's got 6 movement for Reavers because they're a lot quicker. So I'm going to go 3 to the edge there and 3 to get up onto this objective in the middle. And then leaving some space for my other guys to now run through. Right, we're going to risk activating my Brazen Champion, and I'm going to use Rush for a double 5. Their last ability now. He's going to move up to the edge of the bridge, and then he's got 5 movement with his upgraded movement for Rush, which will get his base directly on the other side of the bridge, and I don't have to worry about it collapsing. And then I can also help contest that objective on the other side with that Thrall there. I'm going to go with a Thrall here, and the Thrall is going to move... should have enough with 5 actually. 2 to just get himself through the other side of the door, and 3 will get him within an inch just about of that doorway. And that means that he can use door breach or breach door, I can't remember which way around it is. And effectively the way it works, I'm going to use my double 6, my last ability dice for the Idoneth, and that allows me to have 6 dice with the value on the dice there, 6. For a double 6, and I've got strength 3 with my weapon, so I need at least 3 2-ups on these 6 dice to equal 6 in total with my strength. So it gets added to my strength to breach this door. So 6 or more, I need 2-ups, and that adds strength 4, so I'm now on strength 7, which is 6 or more, and I breach the door, crack it open, and it now becomes an open door. Cracked it open, and there we go, it's all done there, and that was just an ability actually, to be fair. So now the Thrall will just make a 5-inch move and get to the edge, right to the edge there of the bridge. My leader's going to activate, and he's literally just going to go 4 down here and another 4 just to go jump on the objective there, and that'll do him nicely. Onto the Idoneth, I'm just going to move this last archer, who's going to go 6 round into there, and then we'll probably just go another 6 and get to the edge of the bridge there as well with the Reaver. Okay, the Immolator's going to move, and he can't quite move to be on both objectives, so he'll just move down to here and help claim that objective there. And actually, you know, yeah, he'll just sit there as far as he can be, but still close-ish to the middle objective. So he'll sit there and hold this one down here. His base isn't quite big enough to hold both. The Lotion Prince will activate, and he can move 10 perfectly with a fly to go straight over with the tide, water versus fire, and he doesn't have to worry about getting pushed off the edge either because he flies, because they count as a platform. I'm within 2-inch range of the leader, so for my second action I'll attack him. 3 attacks, strength 4 into the leader. He's toughness 4, so it's going to be on 4s. There we go, it's 2-5 damage, so that is 4 damage to the leader, and he's not within half an inch of the edge, so I can't push him off. I made sure he wasn't quite there. So he's going to take 4 damages on 16 health remaining. Last up to go for the Scions here, it's going to be 4-inch movement for the Priest, who will get up to the edge of that square there. Stay on this objective here, but also be within 5 of the eel, just about there, to get in a ranged attack. It's going to be 2 attacks with the ranged staff, strength 3, toughness 4 for the leader eel, the Ishlean guard and princes. So this is going to be 5s to actually hit. And nothing, that's a shame, just bounced off the crit there, I saw it. But that is the Priest done as well, holding down objectives there though, which works well enough. Also forgot to say that the Prince here is within 3 of the centre of that objective, so helping to claim that currently. Right then, so the last activation for the Idoneth then, the Ishlean guard to just move 10, fly straight across once again the lava there. And then for the second move, I'm going to fly straight over into the middle there and help contest both objectives here because my base is big enough to actually stop the Priest holding that objective and stop the, that is the Initiate over there holding that one. So we've contested both of those. This one unfortunately will go to the Scions, but pretty good use of the base size there from the guard. But otherwise, we'll work out some points here for objectives. The Idoneth hold this one, and they hold this one over this side. This is contested, and these 2 are contested here. So they actually get 2 points there at the end of that first battle round. The Scions hold this objective here, contested, contested, and contested. So they only hold 1. That is going to be 2-1 to the Idoneth going into battle round 2. We'll do an initiative roll-off. Scions of the Flame will go, and it's going to be, oh wow, that is a double 3. And remember, the Scions of the Flame have banked a dice for this round, so they have 2 wild dice to use. They've got 4 singles, so they've got some options there. The Idoneth will go and do their initiative roll. They're getting double 4, double 6, and 2 singles, and they only have 1 wild dice they can use this round. Right, there we go, then ability dice have been laid down. The Idoneth are getting, the Scions of the Flame had to choose first. They've carried on to bank another wild dice for this round. But with their second one, they used to make a triple 3 out of their double, and they've kept their 4 singles, which made it impossible for the Idoneth to even seize initiative. They're going to have, Idoneth have got double 4, and they've made a triple 6 with their wild dice, and only have 2 singles to the Scions 4. So Scions will get initiative for battle round 2. And straight away here, my lead is going to activate for the Scions, the Blazing Lord, and he's going to use the leader's triple ability, Ignited Fervour, for the triple 3 there, and that means that anybody within 6 inches of him this round, until the end of the battle round, adds 1 to the attack characteristics of attack actions with a range of 3 or less. Really, really nice. And then he's going to make moves, I think, unless he has 2-inch range actually, which I think he does, which is even better, because he left the eel left him within, the Idoneth leader was within 2 anyway. So he's now going to get 2 attack actions. Now gets 5 attacks instead of 4, strength 5, toughness 4 for the Ishlean Prince. So this is going to be on 3s. Oh my god, that's pretty beast, and he does a lot of damage. 6 damage for the crit and 6 more damage for the other hits. He has 35 health in total, the leader, so it's going to be another 5 attacks here for the second action. And it's the same again, absolutely brutal. And that is going to be another 12 damage, that's 24 in total. And if my maths are correct, he's going to be left on 11 health. Right, into the Idoneth activation, it's going to be the Ishlean Prince to go. 10 movement, he's going to fly, and he's going to fly and get straight over to the other side of the Berserker here, and he's going to land there in combat with him, and for the second action attack him. In fact, before he made that move, he was outside of an inch range of these 2, and so he's going to use my triple 6 to actually heal 6 first of all, and that'll heal him 6, and we'll take off the 4 there, and we'll put an 8 on instead, so that'll get flipped over. So he's now only on 18 damage. Then over on this side, it is going to be 3 attacks into the Berserker, who is the Brazen Champion. So let's go for it. It's going to be strength 4, toughness 4, so 4s. And only 1 hit for 2 damage. Right, then I'm going to activate the Brazen Champion himself, and he's going to attack back into the eel. This is no ability dice left for them, so he's just going to get his standard 3 attacks on strength 5, so he needs 3s. Oh, 2 crits, that's 12 damage again. Now he's got 5 health remaining, and the Brazen Champion has 1 load of attacks remaining. So let's see if he can finish the leader off. Needs 3s. That's more than enough. That is another 12 damage, and the damage these guys can dish out is insane. They are beast slayers to the max. So the leader, the eel keels over and falls to the ground, stops floating, just washes away in the Idoneth tide. And yeah, that is pretty brutal from the champion. That's him done though. He's got no actions left. My Reaver on this side of the map here is going to take shots across the gap, across the bridge into the priest here in the middle. He's also going to use Stormfire to add 1 to the attacks of his shots till the end of this round, so use the double 4 to do that. He has 15 range, which is more than in range of the priest, and then we go to 3 attacks each shot. They need 5s for strength 3, toughness 4. Oh wow, that's a hit and a crit already. It's a pretty good start. That's 4 damage against the priest. She's down to 11 health remaining. Second load of shots, gets 3 attacks again for the Stormfire. And that's another damage, that's 5 overall, and the priest goes down to 10 health remaining. So the Scions are now going to go, the priest's going to activate since she's just been hurt a bit. She's going to turn around and shoot at the eel, I think, 5-inch range with her staff of fire. So this is going to be 2 shots again, strength 3, so toughness 4 for the eel rider, the Morsar guard, so it's going to be 5s to actually hit. Get a hit for 2 damage, and another roll for the second attack. Whoa, 2 crits, and the crit damage for this is nasty. That's 8 damage overall, so that's 10 in total from both attacks. Nasty stuff. And the guard is down to 15 health remaining after taking 10 damage. That's pretty impressive from the fire staff there from the priest. It's going to be onto the Idoneth for their activation, and I think the eel himself will activate. Just going to shuffle so that he's within an inch now of the initiate there to attack him, but he's also still going to be within 3 of both objectives there to contest both. 4 attacks, strength 3, 2, 4 damage, and the initiates are only toughness 3 as well, so this is kind of why I went for the initiates with him as well. So this is going to be on 4s. Not bad. That's 2, 4 damage, and so that is 6 overall for the crit and the hit. He only has 4 health left now, the initiate, so that's a pretty good move from the Morsar guard. The Immolator's going to go for me, and he's just going to literally double move and get himself onto this objective and within an inch of the guard for next round, ready to attack. Right, I had a plan here for the Thrall to now get across here and contest this objective, but they actually hold that one anyway, so even if I contested it, they would still hold it, so it's a bit of an interesting one, that one, but instead I can contest this one because this was contested last round, so he's going to move 10 and he's going to trap in the priest over this side here, so not quite in range of the Immolator, but he will trap in the priest and contest the objective as well. And after the first move, guys, didn't end his base on the center of his base on the bridge, so I didn't have to roll for it. I haven't quite had to do that so far. I've just been clever with where I've moved. It's not come down to desperation with movement yet. But it's going to be onto the Scions again, and I think the only activations left are here and here. So I'm going to go here at the back with the Initiate, who's injured, and he's just going to attack straight into the eel. 4 attacks, strength 3, toughness 4, so he needs 5s. And gets 1 hit for 1 damage, second load of attacks, and 2 hits for 2 more damage. That's 3 more damage on the guard. He's on 13 in total. I'm going to now go with the Reaver here for the Idoneth, who doesn't have to stay on that objective because I hold it already after last round. So I'm going to go 3 to the doorway and 3 to the edge of the bridge, which then puts me within 15 range to then shoot with that Reaver as well at something over here. I think we'll go for the priest because he's quite injured. Only 2 attacks this time because I don't have the Stormfire, so it's going to be on 5s. A crit for 3 more damage though, I'll take it. 8 damage now on the priest, more than half the health gone, so not bad from the Reavers there across the bridge way, doing their job, and they've held down that objective down there for now. It's onto the Scion's last activation, I believe, which is going to be over this side. He's going to make a jump across the lava to here, and when you jump across lava in this, you actually have to take impact damage because the lava burns the bottom of your body as you jump over, and we'll see how seriously he's been hurt. So I'll take impact damage here,
and I take 1 damage for a 4. And then after that move, I get to there, and I've got 7 inches, which means 4 for my move, and 3 inches to be within center of the objective. So I'll have to be next to the edge, which is risky, but I will be within 3 inches of the center of that objective to help claim it this round, because there's only 1 thrall on it. But those 2 thralls are left to activate, and they can go across to contest it and carry on holding it. Okay then, so it's only the Idoneth to activate left. So these 2 thralls here, this one here will move in and attack the champion. 4 attacks and not bad damage either, so let's see what you can do. He needs 5s though for strength 3. Gets a hit, and it's 2/4 damage, so causes 2 damage, and then second attack, no, because we moved to get into range, so that'll be that. Second thrall will do the same, move in for 1 action and trap in both, and then we'll do 4 attacks. Same again, and a crit does 4 more damage, that's 6 damage in total more to the champion. The champion is now on 8 damage in total and has 10 health remaining, so pretty good move from the thralls. So it means that these Scions have still managed to contest this objective, and the Idoneth still hold this one from last round, so pretty interesting there. Then it's on to working out any other objectives. That's all the activations for this second round. So Scions keep hold of this objective for their points. This here in the middle, that's got 2 each on that objective, so that is now contested still. This one over here is also contested between the Morsar Guard Rider and the Initiates. Otherwise for the Scions, this one's contested as well, so it's only 1 more point to them this round, which puts them up to 2. The Idoneth, however, have this objective here, everything in the middle is contested, and they have this one here, so they're +2 again this round, up to 4 points to Scions 2, so Scions need to start catching up here. So 4-2 to the Idoneth going into battle round 3, and we'll drop in reserves after this, but we'll do an initiative roll for Scions of the Flame. They're getting a 3-3, and let's remember that they have 2 wild dice because they banked 1 again last round, and they have 3 singles to go towards their initiative. That's a very good roll when they've got 2 wild dice in the bank. Only 1 wild dice for the Idoneth, but they'll roll, see what they get. They're getting a, that is a 2-2, 5-5, and they also have 2 singles. So they've got potential there to use a triple if they wish to, but Scions of the Flame with a much needed quad if they want to make it, and they currently have initiative with 3 singles, so they will choose wild dice first. So the Scions have used both of their bank wild dice this round finally, making another single for a 6 there, making sure that the Idoneth could not catch up with the number of singles they had, wild dice, and they obviously made that quad 3 with their extra dice, no doubt worth doing there. And then the Idoneth then spent their 1 wild dice to make a 3, so they have 3 doubles this round and only 1 single, so Scions will gain initiative and therefore will drop their reserves in first. So reserves have dropped in, and we've got both of the Scions of the Flame models dropped in on this flank to help deal with these Reavers and take back this objective here. We've got the Initiate down in the middle there, I believe, and then you've got the other Fireborn, just who dropped down actually into combat, so he's trapped in both of those Reavers nicely. The Idoneth had 2 Reavers, one's dropped in down on this backside, down the steps, and this one's come in on this flank here to help with these objectives down on that flank. So looks like the flanks are shifting now between the 2. We'll have to wait and see what happens, but the Scions obviously have initiative here, and we'll try and make use of that in battle round 3. Straight off the bat here, I cannot resist doing this because we haven't had a chance to do it yet. The Scions of the Flame, we're going to go with the Priest, and my quad ability for the Scions is engulfing flames, which only the Priest can do. So like wisps around his fire staff and targets 1 enemy fighter within 3 inches. You roll 6 dice, and half the value of the ability, which is 3 for the quad, so that becomes 2 rounding up for half. For each 2 up on 6 dice, they suffer that amount of damage, which is insane. They've only got 8 health, the thralls, so realistically on 6 dice I should hope to kill him. So we're going to go with 6 dice. Let's see if we can do this. I think we can, and on 6s you get to roll extra dice, and it's cumulative, so you keep rolling 6s, you can keep rolling dice. So for each 2 up here it's 2 damage each, and he's only got 8 health, so 4 2-ups here will kill the thrall. And that's insane, isn't it? And no 6s, which is unfortunate, but that is 10 damage from a quad. That's insane, really. So that is the Thrall bites the dust. Just gets removed straight off the bat and nothing else to be done there. That is a really, really cool ability. I'm really enjoying that. So the Thrall just got engulfed in flame. The priest called down flames upon him. So flames were pulled out of the lava and he surrounded the Thrall and he's burnt to a crisp. So that's the priest's quad ability. He then has 2 actions left. And the priest will stay on that middle objective because it was still contested last round, so we need to take it back, or take it, to be honest. So what we're going to do, we're just going to do 2 loads of attack actions for 5-inch range into the eel here. So this is going to be the Morsar Guard, so it's going to be on 5s for 2 dice for strength 3, toughness 4. No hits though. Second attack action will do the same again. And that's really, really poor this round. He's really not done well that time. So that's him done. Right then, I'm going to activate this Thrall in the middle here, and he's going to attack the champion. We need to deal with him. He's got 10 health remaining. We need some revenge now after what they just did to our other Thrall, our Thrall friend. So we're going to spend a double 2 for onslaught, and that'll give us 5 attacks instead of our standard 4 with the Thrall. Need 5s though here against the champion, strength 3. And, oh, no hits at all, but second action, same again, still get 5 attacks for onslaughts. It's cocked dice there, can we do any better? Yeah, okay, that's made up for it. That's 2 hits and a crit, that's 8 damage, and he's on 2 health remaining. So the champion's taken 16 damage, and he's not next to the edge, he's next to the bridge, so he can't be pushed off or anything. So therefore, it's just going to be straight over to the Scions, and the champion's going to have to go here before he dies. Try and take out a Thrall. So he's going to attack the one that hasn't activated yet. 3 attacks, strength 5, we're needing 3 6 damage. It's insane damage. So that's 3 damage already. He's down to 5 health. Second load of attacks, and that'll do the job. That is at least 9 more damage. That would have killed him in one go anyway. So Thralls are lucky there, to be honest, that the champion didn't kill both of them, but he's very capable of doing that. But only took the one out, and that'll be that. The one in the middle has not taken anything yet. Time to activate the Morsar Guard eel here, who's going to go with 4 attacks, and he's going to use onslaught for a double 3 to go to 5 attacks. And this is all going to go into, let's go into the immolator, try and cause some damage to him. So this is going to need 5s though, because I'm only strength 3. Let's see what we can do here. 2 4 damage though, and that is going to be 6 damage, to be fair. Second load of attacks we will do into him again, and that is another 4 damage. So he's taken 10, he's down to 5 health remaining. Now, before too much else happens, the Scions will activate, and the immolator's going to go himself, and he's going to attack the Morsar Guard and finish him off, hopefully. He's got 12 health remaining, so we'll see what we can do. It's going to be 4 attacks for the immolator, and it's going to be strength 4, so that is going to be 4s, toughness 4 for the Morsar Guard. Only 1 hit, that's 2 damage. He needs to start doing better than that. Oh, and only 1 more hit again, so that is a total of 4 damage against the guard, and he'll live. Right, then we'll go with my Thrall over this side for the Idoneth then, since the Morsar Guard survived. He's going to shoot, and he's going to use his double 5 for Stormfire. That's the last ability this round, for 3 shots. The Initiate to try and finish him off. He's only got 2 health remaining, I believe, or something along those lines. He's got 4 health left, so let's see if we can finish him. It's going to be 3 shots on 4s, because he's only toughness 3. A crit in here, that is 4 damage. That takes him out. Wow, what a start there. And that takes him out, and he's got an action left to be able to shoot instead at the immolator now. And that claims that objective for now for them. So it's going to be on to 3 shots into the immolator. Still got Stormfire active. And that's another 2 damage to the immolator. Wow, he's down to 3 health remaining. And that Reaver, big him up for the Stormfire. Let's go over to the Fireborn on this side. She has the different weapons to the other ones. She's got the Sunblade and Brazier Axe, so she's going to attack. She has 1-inch range. She'll attack into this Reaver here, closest to us, and that's going to be 4 attacks. Standard, no dice to use here for abilities. Strength 4, toughness 3 for the Reaver, so it's going to be 3s. Oh, not rolling so well now, so that is 4 damage though, and Reavers don't have much health, so get in there. And let's see if we can do similar again, and that will definitely take out the Reaver. Down goes one of the Reavers. The Idoneth will activate now, and it's going to be this Reaver over this side for 2 shots apiece, and we'll go into the champion first because he has only got 2 health left, so 2 hits or a crit here will do it. And we need 5s. Oh, this is tense. Only 2 more shots to deal with him this round. This will make a difference. 2 crits! And wow, that'll do the job. Down goes the champion. That is 6 damage, and he undoubtedly goes down now. And that is lucky that they dealt with him there. And they should have done, really. He only had 2 left. On to the Scions of the Flame then, and we'll do something slightly more important, I reckon. So we'll go with the Fireborn over this side, see if we can deal with this Thrall to try and take this objective down the bottom, because Scions are really needing objectives right now. He has 4 attack, strength 4, and they've got 8 health for Thrall, so this is on 3s. Should be able to do this here, really. That's 4 damage so far. Needs another 4 from this roll. That's only 2 damage. That's poor rolling from the Scions now. And yeah, that'll mean he's alive on 2 health for Thrall, and I think that might be the fall of the Scions this round. So for the Idoneth, there's only 1 move left, and that is to go with a Thrall here. And the Thrall is actually going to retreat to there for a disengage, and then is going to literally just shoot from there, now that she's out of combat range, into the, I think probably the Immolator, but both of these are on fairly low health actually. Yeah, the Immolator's only got 3 health left, so let's see if we can roll a crit on 2 dice. Oh, a hit! He's down to 2 health remaining. Last activation on the table then is for the Scions, and quite simply, there was no way the Thralls could, the Idoneth could stop it this round. Just going to move comfortably to there and block the doorway still as well, and hold down this objective and take it from the Idoneth. So they've managed to somehow start to secure both flanks, but the Idoneth just about looked out enough to hold down their flank on that side. Scion's plan nearly worked there, to be honest. However, also I will make moves at the end here with Leader here, who will get onto the middle objective since they already hold that one, get within 2 range for next round of the Eel Rider. They hold this one already, so they've started to pin down a lot more of the map now, the Scions. And at the end of that battle round 3, we've got 2 left technically. So the Scions, let's count their points. They've taken this objective, this one, they already hold from last round. This one in the middle, they've swarmed this round to hold it after they engulfed a Thrall in flames in the middle from the Priest. This one they've managed to contest still. And then for the Idoneth, the Scions then have 3 objectives for 3 points. The Idoneth only have 2 at the back there. And that one's contested, so 2 points for the Idoneth, but 3 for the Scions. They've caught up a point here this round, but they need to continue doing this until the end. This could be a big game of 2 halves here. So now, after increasing the points, it's 6-5 to the Idoneth. We go into the 4th battle round, the one before the end. Scions with their initiative roll. No extra wild dice this round were banked. It's going to be a double 2 for the Scions. And 4 singles, that's massive. They quite possibly will grab initiative there now through that roll. So let's see what they can do here, the Idoneth, to compete with that. Will they get a quad this round? And they are actually getting very much the same roll. So never count your chickens until you're done. So that is 4 singles there for the Idoneth and a double as well. So they're going to have to roll off here. Let's go with, I'll use one of those dice. So that's the Scions and the Idoneth. And the Idoneth take initiative, they have to choose their wild dice first. So Idoneth had initiative and had to choose their wild dice first. They made a single for a 4 to guarantee they kept initiative this round, because you can't draw twice. So then it'll be the Scions made a double 6 from one of their singles, because they could not take initiative with their wild dice. And so it'll be Idoneth initiative for about round 4. Let's see what they can do here. Right, then the Idoneth are going to use their initiative to activate the Morsar Guard Rider first, the Ishalayan Guard, sorry. Who's going to attack the Immolator and try and finish him. He's only got 2 health left, and so what I'm going to do here, I'm not going to bother using any abilities. We're just going to go for a 4 dice attack on 5s, and this is going to be 2 5-ups will do it, or a crit, and neither are there. So we're going to have to use that second attack to take him down, and we do it that time there with the second roll. And why couldn't I have done that in the first one, man? Because now he's still in range of the leader. But the Immolator does go down, which is quite important, to be fair. So we're going to go over this side now, and we're going to go with the that is the Brazen Champion, and he's going to actually throw a firebomb, because
Yeah, that could be interesting. So what we're going to do, we're going to go Fireborn and we'll do double 6 because that means value on the dice if you manage to get enough on the roll. So if I roll a crit, I allocate 6 damage because it was 6 value on the dice. Otherwise, 4 or 5 allocates point of damage. It's got 2 health left as well, the thrall, so it could do it here. Fireborn. Oh, 1 point of damage. And that is really unlucky actually. He's down to a health remaining. I was hoping I could free him up to go the other way. So we might as well attack him and finish him off now then. This is going to be 4 attacks and it's going to be on 3s for strength 4. Definitely doing it, taking down the thrall. And it's unfortunate now I've only got an action left now, but I will move into the thrall, the reaver there within an inch so that he has to disengage and shoot me, or he can try and fight me in combat. We'll wait and see. I'll activate this on this side, the Reaver, who's going to use a double 2 to use Stormfire, which gives 3 attacks for range shots each time. Shooting across into the Priest here, looking for 5s and 6s. That's 1 5 for 1 damage. Another roll, and that's crit, so 4 damage in total from both attacks, not bad. 12 damage so far against the Priest. He's only got 2 health remaining. The Priest is going to activate and he's going to risk it for a chocolate biscuit. He's going to have to move full distance here, I think, because 4 won't get him completely across the bridge. So, actually, you know what we'll do? We'll use our last double. So I'll move to the edge of the bridge and then 5 gets me straight across so I don't have to roll a dice. That's probably the better thing to do there. So the Priest gets across the bridge. He's used both moves, both actions there to double move across the bridge without risking the rickety bridge that it now is falling into the lava with him. And we now get to claim that objective with the Scions as well because we hold these 2 already, whether we can test it or not. So I'm going to go with this dude who's stuck in combat. I might as well. I need to stay in there with the Reaver because he's got he's doing okay, to be fair, as well as the Fireborn being on 1 damage already. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to attack him for 3 attacks with my dagger. It's going to be on 5s though and 6s. That's 4 damage though, to be fair, with a crit and a hit already, so he's on 5 health remaining, and the same again. That's good rolling, to be fair. He's taken another 3, so not bad at all. He's on 2 health remaining. For the Scions then, we will go with, let's go with the big dude here. Let's go with the big man. He's going to attack the guard. He's got 8 health remaining, so I'm just going to do the 4 attacks here, see what we can do. It's on 3s for strength 5. I'm causing 4 damage. He's got 4 health left. Can we do it with the second attack? Oh, we can't, man. The luck of the Scion this game has not been good. He's on 2 health remaining there, the Ishlaen guard. And the only Idoneth left to go actually is up here, who is going to double move his way and make advantage of the eel having not done his job this round, the enemy leader not doing his job this round, and he's just going to literally move to there and get within 3 of the objective because we already hold the one at the back there, and we will now hold that objective in the middle because this awesome Ishlaen guard has held on really well the entire battle. The Fireborn on this side is going to go and engage. In fact, we'll go into there and we'll engage the Reaver who's already been on this side, and this will be second action to attack. 4 attacks, strength 4 on 3s. Crits have the possibility to push him into the lava. No crits, but that is going to be 4 damage, I believe. Then the last Scion's activation is going to be 4-inch movement here to there with the Initiate, who has then got 3 attacks, 1-inch range, strength 4 on 3s, to try and finish off this Reaver who's on half health, and does nothing of the sort. He's strength 4 though, because he's got the axe, so that is going to be 1 damage, but no crits to try and push him off again, so that's going to be that. He's on 5 damage now. So calculating points for the end of this round, the Scions hold 1, 2, 3 objectives, and the Idoneth clinch this middle one at the end, hold these 2 at the back, because this they held last round and it's contested right now, so they hold it still due to Warcry rules. It's 3 points apiece, and so the score stays 1 difference, and the Idoneth will be 9 to the Scions 8. Ridiculously close going into the final battle round here. 9-8 to the Idoneth. They maintain their lead and it's very tight now.
in the last battle round. Scions making their initiative roll, and they're getting, I thought they had, they do, double 1, and they have another quad on the edge of another quad here. Triple 2, double 1, and a single 5. The Idoneth, let's see what they can get. And they're getting double 3, no quad for them, but they will seize initiative here quite comfortably with 4 singles. There's no chance the Scions can get that with their wild dice, so Idoneth choose theirs here, followed by the Scions. There we go, wild dice have been applied. There is 3 singles left now for the Idoneth. They turned their single 6 into a double 6, and they have a double 3. Scions had to make that quad 2, it's so lethal for this last round, and they have a double 1 and only 1 single. So Idoneth will take initiative for the most singles for the final battle round. Let's see what they want to do. There's quite simply only one thing I can do here, and that is to flee. He's not engaged there, so he's just going to go 20-inch movement and get right over to the back there and hide at the back to hold down the Morsor Guard, the objective there. And it's going to be over to this flank to activate the Fireborn, and he is going to try before he dies and deal with this Reaver. It's not going to be easy, but we'll try, and it's going to be a double 1 to use Onslaught to make sure we get this for 5 attacks apiece for 2 actions, and this is going to be strength 4, so 3s. And that's why I need the Onslaught, so that is going to be 6 damage already. I need 2 more from 5 dice. Let's see if we can do this. 1 hit. Whoa, 3 crits. That is absolutely slaughtering the Reaver. He goes down, and the Fireborn there will claim that objective. Right, let's just try something here. I've got a sneaky plan. The Reaver here is going to move his full 6 and get just enough to get to there. And he'll have line of sight, and we'll draw the line here, just about without hitting the wall there, as you can see, to a part of the base of the Fireborn. He's only got 2 health left, and I've only got 2 shots long range, but I'm going to turn that with a double 3 into 3 shots to get the best chance I can with Stormfire. He has toughness 4, so that goes to toughness 5 with cover, because the wall is in the way, but it doesn't make any difference because I'm on 5s anyway. I need... What do we need? We need 2 hits, so 2 5-ups or a crit. Oh, a crit and a hit, and that is 4 damage. Down goes the Fireborn. I did not think the Idoneth could do anything about that this round, and they have. Really sneaky there, the Reaver pulling that off. What a shot. Like, literally, that's Legolas style, that is. Right around the corner, and as he dives over this, this broken doorway here, he fires an arrow across the lava, it does not melt, and it goes straight into the Fireborn. Right, we'll activate the Initiate on this side and try and finish off this Reaver. It's only 3 attacks, but it's very doable, so this is 1-3 damage, strength 4, so 3s with the double axe. And that is 2 damage, and he's on 1 health remaining. And 1 damage needed against the Reaver, we need 1 3-up. Yep, doing it, 3 more damage. No crit still to try and push him into the lava, but... kills him off, and that's probably going to confirm victory for the Scions now, because they're the only ones left to go, and it is going to be the leader to move 4, and then he's going to use his Rampage for a quad 2 to make an extra move and be within 2 range to attack the eel for free. After the Rampage, that is 4 attacks, and strength 5, toughness 4, so 3s. He's only got 2 health left, undoubtedly goes down, and really nicely done by the Scions in the end there. That will be him done, essentially. He can't really be doing much else there, given the fact that nothing else is really around him. So, we held this objective already there, actually. So, he does have an action left, and would make sense to actually go back over this way and help claim that objective anyway, because they didn't have that one last round. So, after that, the Priest will go. There's no other Idoneth to go. There's only the Reaver left alive, and it'll be 4 movement, and I didn't realise this, but the Priest was there, so can quite comfortably grab that one back anyway. And other than that, it's just over here, and I'm not even going to bother moving really with him, because I'm just going to hit myself on the bridge, so no point in really doing that. And that will be the end of the game, guys. The Idoneth have been beaten there, I think. We'll work out objectives, and the way it works out at the end of that round, Scions grab this objective, they have this one, this one, this one, and this one now. Nearly every objective on the table. The Idoneth only have this one at the back, and I had a feeling that might happen this last round here as the game was wearing on, because
the Idoneth were starting to drop like flies, as I said last round, but that'll be plus 5 points to the Scions, putting them to 13. The Idoneth will be on 10 with their one objective. So 13 to 10 in the end. That's the only turn in the whole entire game round that we've ended where Scions have been in the lead at all. So literally on the last round they've managed to pull it off. And I've got to be honest, guys, despite the fact playing solo, that was awesome. Really fun game to play, and I'm sure it was to watch. We had some cool things going on the board in terms of the way the game was swaying back and forth. We managed to use the quad engulfing flames from the priest this game, from the Scions. That was awesome, being able to drag up some lava and engulf the thrall and remove him from the map. He got burnt to cinders, and that helped me shut down the middle of the map here, essentially. And yeah, it was interesting doing a more objective-based game this time instead of treasure, and to see the Scions and how well they do. They dish out a ton of damage. They are ridiculously slow, but if you use rush and rampage and be clever with their movement and predetermine where you need to be on the board with your movement, and then put them in the correct position to and sit the big guys on objectives to cause a ton of damage. Because you can see how quickly they managed to take out the eels around the map. The Idoneth, it was cool to see obviously the flyers on the table, because obviously these are the walls with the black and the red line surrounding them, but you have gaps where it's just the edge of the platforms, like in Warcry. If you have height on the map, you can just fly over the lava. Definitely worthwhile doing. But yeah, really fun game, guys. Make sure to subscribe to the channel and throw a like on the video, and leave us some comments down below. Let me know what you thought of this. What are you thinking of Catacombs? What are you thinking of the Scions of the Flame, the new warbands, and what you think of Idoneth and their playthrough there? Fire versus water in this one. But we'll be back with more Catacombs content, so make sure to subscribe for that and hit the notification bell for when we get those new videos out. I'll be doing another game very soon. Will be released with the K-Night Shadow Stalkers, and they'll go up against something else as well other than the Flames. See how they can do. I'll see you next time, and as always, happy skirmishing.
Hi there, thank you for watching the video. I hope you enjoyed it. Please do make sure you are subscribed to the channel and make sure to hit the notification bell. Also throw us a like on the video and leave us a comment down below. Finally, if you would care to support the long-term progress and stability of the channel, please sign up to become a Patreon member in the link below the video for as little as $3 per month, just like the amazing people to the left of me. You will gain access to many different benefits, but you will also be making sure that we can still put out videos for the foreseeable future. Thanks for watching, and you can check out more of the videos here right on our channel. Everything skirmish. But until next time, happy skirmishing, guys.